I didn't see you come in.
Very subtle, very subtle.
Hold on, let me put my headphones on. I can't hear anything. What's up?
Good
What's
morning. What's up? Very nice,
are you,
cute,
buddy?
cute intro
New
there,
chair?
pal. Nice,
Shout
yeah,
out to Zip Chair.
yeah. Shout out to
Dude,
Zip
this
Chair.
lumbar support pillow, like, you talk, it's literally like memory foam. Like, I'm just poking it because it's growing on me. Like, it just grows back.
You got, in these times of social distancing, you got to learn to take care of yourself as we're sipping on a full cup of coffee every morning to make sure we're up for this. Welcome
Dilly dilly.
to
What's up,
Loading
guys?
Screen.
Good morning, everybody. How
Good
are you,
morning,
Dre?
good
What's
morning.
up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
What's going on in the life of Dre right now? Like, how are you?
Whole,
How are you handling quarantine?
Dude. I've been practicing my whole life for this. This is just another
I guess
Thursday
we
to
all
me.
have, right?
Like, yeah, man, we're besides dogs being winners of this whole situation, and your pets because you're always home. Like the gamers, we are the winners in all this. But yes, welcome. This is Loading Screen. This is your morning podcast to cue your day up with. I am, of course, one half of your host's crew right here, Dre, aka Crash, and with me, as always, the benevolent Alex, aka Sir Scralex. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. It's funny because like an hour from this point right here, I'm like, I could never do a talk show right now. And then like right now, it's like, good dude.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's just what the show does, man. That's the whole point, is to kind of give us a little bit of lift in the morning, talk about our favorite things that are going on in the gaming world, as well as just, kill a little bit of time before, you really start off your day. I know technically it's 11 o'clock. People start their day earlier, but this is gamer time.
Gamers, so
We're on gamer time right now. I went to sleep
come on.
4 hours ago, so.
Yeah. And dude, my roommates were up all night playing Valorant. So like, at first they didn't know how they felt about it. And then after like
Because they're
experiencing
CS
what happened
guys.
last night.
They're
yeah.
hardcore CS guys, so they're coming from that
And
spectrum.
after seeing what they accomplished, we'll say accomplished because we're gamers, what they accomplished last night, I'm like, all right, this is the real deal then. Still salty I haven't gotten my hands on a key. But dude, there's so much news that came out between Tuesday and today.
And today, yeah. So to add to that, literally right after the show, remember we talked about Valorant because it was just when the beta opened up, so we got to see a lot more people that were able to get keys, get drops. Unfortunately, at that point, we were like, yeah, we ain't got one of those. As soon as the show was done, I happened to pull up, I think it was Twitch Rivals.
Don't tell me you got a freaking key.
And I got a key, like right after. Yeah, I got a key. Yeah, I've been.
I'm just salty McSalterston.
Yeah, sorry, bro. So yeah, I've been able to play some Valorant. This is not my gameplay, by the way. Like I have gameplay. Yeah, disclaimer. This is not my gameplay, though. This is the character I have been playing a lot. Cypher. It's fun. So as your roommates come from CS, I come from the other side. I come from Overwatch, among other FPS, but more currently Overwatch, which we talked about how like this game has, it has CS movement, it has the CS like aiming, the economy of it. A lot of those systems are there.
Do you have to crouch to aim? I mean, do you have to crouch to steady your aim like you do in CS:GO?
Yeah, yes and no. Like there is spray patterns to each gun. There is your typical your AK and such, your P90s and all that. But the other part to it is that each character that builds out your team has a specific set of skills and unique abilities that they can only do themselves. So depending on how your team is built, there's some synergies you can build, which is where
Can you have two people with the same ability on the same team?
No, you cannot have the same characters on the same team, which is why like team build outs, that's where the Overwatch part comes to it, where team composition and the synergy between one character and the other. It isn't as overpowering as some of the abilities in Overwatch, of course, but there's ults in this game. But is that something you get like every round? It's like you have to accumulate a certain amount of points. There's certain points you can grab on the map. Depending, I think, on kills as well, you get a point or something like that. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I just know some characters, abilities, they have crazy utility. And that's what those abilities are, is the utility of the game. Instead of having your flashes, your Molotovs, like in CS, it's their abilities that you buy in the beginning of every round on whether or not you want to spend your money that you've received from the last match to then have, a certain kind of skill ready or a potential advantage on the next map. So yeah,
It
I
sounds
played.
so much fun, man. I'm so excited to.
It was
jump in.
sick. It's sick actually.
If I get a key, that is.
I'm not a yeah, don't worry. Maybe I'll send you my account later. You can. This isn't.
I'll
It's not
just have to
technically
lurk in a million
smurfing.
streams today.
Huh?
I'll just have to lurk in a million streams
Yeah.
today.
Well, so here's the thing. From what I understand, multiple tabs does not actually help at all. Yeah, it doesn't help from what I understand,
So
from
I
what
just
I've
only
been
need to
told.
have one open.
Yeah. And you know, some people like Dr. Disrespect kind of caught a little bit of got flamed a bit because he stated that he had
saw
drops. He did not have
Yeah.
drops, and you know, people are farming views, and there
Yeah,
are
he
plenty
like
of
tweeted. He's like, "You little tattletale."
yeah, it's like, come on, man, you know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah, the game overall, I'm having fun with it. Some people, you know, I've talked to some of the other guys that I know that play CS, or at least get some of their quick comments on it. Someone I know, you know, specifically stating the game is easy. I'm not sure what that means 100%, but yeah, it's been really interesting so far. So I still have more time to play with. I played it primarily on Tuesday. I didn't play any of it yesterday. I just didn't have the time to really sit down and grind out a bunch of hours. Because once you sit down, it's fun. It's so much fun that when I sit down and play, like, I don't really want to get off. But I had to kind of like,
good.
I had to pull away and be like, look, I got shit to do. I can't be here all day getting mad as to why I missed my you know, my headshot and a clutch moment or my ace or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But overall, it's been fun. I actually don't remember how long the beta is gonna be for. Let me actually look that up. But until then, I know there's been other announcements
I
that
thought there
we're
were
gonna
some
be
like
getting
tournaments
into.
this weekend that
That'd be
they're-
sick.
That some people might try and have. I don't know yet, but
Apparently, there's Valorant accounts selling for like $150, like people that have beta.
oh my god.
But the
What am I
viewership has been
doing?
insane.
Like, I'm in the wrong now.
The viewership has been insane. 1.7 million people on that singular category. I don't know if it broke. It should have beaten, I think, Fortnite. It was like 300,000 away from Fortnite in second, and then League of Legends, it was only 350,000 above. I don't know if it beat it, but right now I think Valorant is at least third top most watched game in the entire history of Twitch, which is
It's like
pretty bonkers.
1.7 million concurrent viewers.
But remember, with a grain of salt, the amount of those accounts that were just, you know,
Farmer
FPS
accounts.
gamer 1 through 7 just trying to get a key is pretty
Guilty.
it's pretty much there. So yeah, there's mad
Minus
eBay
potato.
sales for it, which is pretty
7.
funny. Yeah, I just don't know how long it lasts for, so I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, it just says it starts on the 7th, but I don't think there was a projected
didn't give
date
it-
as to when it's gonna stop.
Interesting. Well, I mean that's cool.
Cool.
I mean, like, so that was probably, I want to say, like the biggest thing that happened this week. Well, one of the biggest.
You say that, yeah. Then
Let's
then
talk about
Wednesday dropped.
Do me a favor.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the ever not so superior to the Xbox controller, the PS4 controller, shall we?
Yeah, let's
I
talk
say
about
this because
that.
Dre's a PS4 guy.
I'm a gamer first of all. I had an Xbox. I just didn't have an Xbox One. Like there was just nothing on Xbox One.
I got them all, so it's
Yeah, sorry, bro. Like the Xbox One just didn't have anything for me.
Yeah. I mean, yes, for lame abs in chat, don't worry, we will cover Warzone, because I got smoked yesterday. But the PS5 controller, it's called, so PS4 was what? DualShock, right?
Yep.
And this one's DualSense.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What are your initial thoughts on that controller?
DualSense? If it could order me Grubhub when I'm thinking about it versus having to actually pick up my phone and do it, that'd be kind of sick. That's what I'm thinking off the rip.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not actually. I didn't dive in too hard because it dropped on the. They revealed it on Sony's PlayStation blog. Like it wasn't an actual. There's no video to my knowledge that I saw.
There's no video, but
There's
they
no
came out
trailer
with
or
a bunch
anything.
of
It's like, hey,
pictures
by the
for it.
way, you know, here's the PlayStation controller. I'm like, okay, sweet. So we actually get to look at the design for it, which I'm actually about to pull up in 1 second. But yeah, then there's been a bunch of mixed initial reviews, or rather, you know, talks about it from the rip. Like,
I'll tell you.
what the hell is that?
I was flabbergasted when I saw this. Why? Because I was like, nice Xbox controller, Sony.
It's not really an Xbox controller.
Now,
It's got
I will
it,
say,
but
though,
it does have similarities.
Here, you know what? I have.
Oh, we're doing this
explain
live.
to you. Yeah, we're doing it live, baby. I'll tell you exactly why I like the Xbox controllers more than PS4. I will say, I will be the first to say that the PS4 controllers are tighter. Like the analog sticks are tighter, which I do like.
Yes, they are.
For those of you guys that are here, you can't see it because it's not in focus. But like the one thing I don't like about PS4 controllers, whoa, sorry, I'm all backwards here. There we go.
I'll bring it there.
Is how my thumbs have to go like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is creating strain right here. To me, and I'll be the first to admit it. I got small hands. You know what? Fight me, all right? But
there's a certain word
like,
for those kinds of hands. I'm not gonna say them here, but
gentle and loving. Okay, I don't like the reason I don't like PS4 controllers is because my thumbs have to do that. All right, I don't like that, and therefore, like if I like push up, like my thumb falls off the freaking thumbstick. Bring in the good controller.
the descendant of the Duke herself.
My thumb doesn't have to do that for here. The right one still does.
I was gonna say when you were complaining about that right one, I'm like, bro, that's exactly what the Xbox one is.
Yeah. But the left one, like, there's not so much strain right here.
Okay. I could see your point. I could see your point on that.
It looks like Sony is giving us the best of both worlds with this controller, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what most people are saying. It's just a combination of the two.
Yeah, Xbox is thick with 2 C's. Damn, boy. No, but if you scroll down a little bit, Dre, look at that curvature in the controller. Yeah, I'm talking about curves, guys. So you have this, which is the curvature for the PS4 controller. All right, and then you have this, the curvature for the Xbox controller. Look how thick this is here, right? Look how thick the PS5 controller is. So that's what I thought. But anyway. That's my hot take on the PS5.
I didn't get a chance to see.
I want to use it.
If the connector to it is Type C, or if they're still doing micro USB Type B.
So they said they're going to use USB C for this. At least what I read.
That's a win. That's a win. I hate getting the 50-50 wrong every time with the controller. You're like, it usually takes 3 times. You're like, the first time sucks, second time doesn't work. Then for some reason, the third time works again.
Just
you're like, huh?
Make it just
yeah. Good, sweet. That's already a big win for me alone, just on convenience standpoint. Yeah, Type C.
Cool.
Sweet. Yeah, I saw a lot of the skin concepts too, which were pretty dope. There was like a Spider-Man
really
one.
Cool. Yep.
Some other clean ones that were there. Some other color-coded ones. It was sick. I like how the light is now within the bar itself, so you don't have to do the whole like. Even though technically you could, I guess, kind of see the light. But like not really. If you're playing at a certain range, you're not gonna see the LED in the back of the controller. It's just you look down, it's just right there. Cool. The touchpad's been, from what I can tell, it's been increased. It's not in a very awkward spot. It's like much larger surface area. I'm hoping the D-pad is different and doesn't have the same kind of feel as the previous one. I wasn't a big fan of the D-pad in the last controller.
It doesn't click. I want a clicky one.
Yeah.
This one doesn't click.
Yeah.
The Xbox clicks.
And now there's no longer a share button. It's called a create button.
Well, okay. So some people, you ready? So they were like, I was reading an article, and I'll only touch on this real quick. But people were like, okay, non-gamers, how would you, no. Yeah, how would you describe these buttons, right? And it was like, if you had to explain the share button and the start button to somebody who's not a gamer, what, with the little dots on top, what would you say? I don't know if we can find a close picture of it. Let me see if I can grab one real quick. But people are calling it the hamburger button and the French fry button. The French fry button.
I think. The hamburger.
I want to see if I can find a good one I can send you here.
The triggers too. That's the other thing that's kind of getting me. I feel like they protrude out more than they did in the previous controller too. Like they're way out there. But yeah, so definitely thicker. For sure. Like I said, reminiscent of like the Duke for those old school that remember the Duke, the original Xbox controller. The size of that, right?
I was a 9-year-old playing with that controller, and I had to move my whole hand up just to press the triggers.
Yeah, so I wonder how it's gonna gonna overall like the feel of it's gonna take. But I mean, it looks good. I love the style. I love that it has USB Type-C. Fast charging means you don't have to wait as long to have your controller connected. Clearly, we want wireless. It's kind of like the way to go. Yeah, remember, Alex? No batteries required. Alex, something that your little Xbox boys seem to not be part of.
I also have an argument for that one too.
Oh, okay.
You ready? You guys ready for this? And I read a whole article on this too, and they were 100% correct. Xbox gives you the freedom to not be confined to charging your controller via USB port. Okay? I say that because, all right, I'm playing. I'm playing. Oh no, my controller dies. Crap. I have to now plug it in instead of, okay, I have a battery pack on here. Yeah, like a rechargeable battery pack. All right, rechargeable battery pack dies. Wham, bam, reach into my pocket, take out 2 AA's, can continue playing wirelessly.
Yeah, after you spend $350 at CVS to go get it. If you have batteries at home, which 9 times out of 10 you should. But, like, are you going to sacrifice the TV remote, hit him with the Thanos thing, a life for a life deal? Like, you're going to take it out of the remote, put it into your controller, a sacrifice must be made? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll charge my controller. I will go buy a 10-foot cable, and I'll be because after, like, an hour, I'll be like, click. Get out of here with that. That was a stretch there, but I get what you mean though. That you have the option versus in a PlayStation controller, it's like you have no choice. You have to plug it in or else you're screwed. Versus Xbox is like, well, if you really want to keep your wireless capabilities right now, just swap in some batteries.
Well, ultimately that's why Xbox chose to go that route. Like there's an official article that said that's why they chose to go that route. So whatever. But now I am excited. This controller looks super freaking sleek. I'm just excited for the PS5.
Yeah, I just want to see it, man. I want to see what it's gonna look like. And I know we watched the live stream of everything we want to know about hard drives on it, but like I want to see some oomph. Please show me some games. Show me the look.
Me too.
All right, so what else we got, man? There's been some other trailers that came through.
The Pro controller is nice, but I'm not going to go on a tangent about that. But so, what did you said a few other? Oh,
yeah, we got some trailers, man.
Another piece of big news. Holy crap, dude. Thursdays is the day.
Yeah.
Chad, how would you feel about us extending this 30-minute podcast to like 45 minutes or an hour on Thursdays because you just like seeing my face?
Talk about it in the chat. Okay. Leave a 1 in the chat if you want it to happen.
So Call of Duty Season 3 came out.
Yep.
I told you they released their trailer super late, and they did. I dove into. They now have quads for Warzone. Before it was like only limited to 3 people.
Yes.
They now have quads, so that one friend that was always left out can now join in on the squad. It's good. They added a lot of things. They added a few new operators. I got the season pass right away, so I'll I didn't really get to look through it so much, but they obviously skins. They always add skins. The new maps, I played on all of the new maps. There are like 3 or 4 new ones. I think there's 3 new ones. Forgive me if there's 4, but I'm pretty sure there's 3. It's like a scaled down version of that one Palace map. There's Backlot right there. I didn't notice Backlot at first because they changed the lighting in it. The lighting is different than it was. It was like sunset vibe in Call of Duty 4. This one is more or less daytime, like 1 p.m. lighting. And then after that, they did like a scaled down version of Sawmill. So that one map with like the wooden barns and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Really nice. I like the maps. Of course, my friends don't like playing a regular multiplayer with me anymore because they only want to play Warzone.
So yeah.
Whatever, But
only the purists. We will not have any impure players. Touching our multiplayer grounds.
But it's fun though. I mean, it's usual season update. Very fun. There's more stuff coming throughout. Oh, you can. By the way, the trailer. You've custom skins for your vehicles that you can ride in Warzone, which is neat. So ultimately, I recommend jumping in, guys. It's super fun, and I would imagine this weekend would be a double XP weekend because of the new season. So. Feel free to jump into that this weekend.
You're gonna farm and get your extra guns, extra skins. Go for it.
So
tight.
But that's that. I mean, was there anything that I know you want to talk about Final Fantasy?
I do. Yeah. Shit.
Well, I want to hear you
I
talk
forgot
about it because Because
I completely forgot.
that is like, and I want to talk about Cyberpunk before we finish today. So
There we go. I was like, there was something else that I know you wanted to bring up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I actually kind of want to hear about that first because, you know, Cyberpunk Deus Ex, that's my shit. I didn't even know Cyberpunk 2077 even had any kind of update or any kind of information that just dropped. So you kind of blindsided me. So I'm ready for this.
What pain? All right.
Yeah,
so
straight up.
Let me just blindside all you guys here. So Cyberpunk, you know, obviously they delayed the launch date, which is perfectly fine with me. I'd rather them finesse games than launch an unfinished game. And Cyberpunk has an amazing, like, they're like, in my opinion, they're like the gods of Cyberpunk. Forgive me, but Cyberpunk's a developer.
No, Cyberpunk's not
the
the developer
and publisher.
CD Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Well, it says like Cyberpunk's the game or
Yeah,
the genre, but
just
it's
leave me alone.
Cyberpunk
Yeah.
2077.
Are they developer and publisher?
CD Projekt Red developer. I actually
I know
don't
they're
know
developer, but
I don't know who the publisher is actually off the top of my dome.
Okay. Well,
Find out
regardless,
in 2 seconds.
they're like a golden piece of. I like CD Projekt Red is on the pedestal, the highest pedestal of game developers, in my opinion. Well, and Bethesda, because
developed and published by them, by the way.
Cool, awesome. There you go, guys. See, knowledge. But regardless, we got some news that leaked. I don't know. It might have leaked yesterday or something. Hold on. Yeah, I think yesterday or the day before. I don't know. Regardless, we have gangs that were announced in
the factions and such, the equivalent there. Yep.
Yes. So factions, gangs, and there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
I thought there were 6, but 7 gangs. Which, in my opinion, this I could technically play Cyberpunk 2077 until 2077. Granted, I'm still alive, but oh god, that's sad. But anyway,
continue.
Sorry, I'm like going on, but no, it's so there's a few different factions here. We got that was Animals. This is 6th Street.
Yep.
So Animals, 6th Street. I'll just wait for the next one. Maelstrom, which is the next one. That's Voodoo.
Whoa, that's
Voodoo.
Completely transparent
nice
for some reason.
Nice background.
Awesome.
We're getting some mixed games here, guys. You know,
it's all good.
Season 4 Cyberpunk. No, I'm just kidding. But we got 6th Street, we got Animals, we got Maelstrom, we got. Is that Moxes or Moxies? I don't know.
Moxies.
But Moxes apparently is a gang that protects the sex labor industry, which is interesting.
It's the premise of the
cool.
game. It's the premise of the game, and
it's real, right?
Yeah,
like,
for those that you know, might not be aware, you know, aren't in the Shadowrun universe or, you know, things like Street Samurai, stuff like that, augmented. It's basically, you know, you have your underworld scheming groups, you have your mobs, you have your sex trafficking, you have your drugs, you have slave labor, you have all this. So all these elements are going to be shown in there, and it's supposed to be that super gritty, like I said, it's Cyberpunk / think Blade Runner, think those kinds of realms. Like I said, Shadowrun, big component as well. So you're going to see a lot of gangs that are affiliated in some sense of those pieces within the in those world. And the whole point behind it is like each of these gangs are going to have their own philosophies, their own regiments as to how they maybe like to take action. Maybe they beef with some of these gangs versus some of them are you know, in allegiances. So depending
Faction
on
wars,
say you
like
protect the Moxes, like you actually you know, help them, but then maybe the Animals have a beef with you because of that, because like, hey, that's affecting their work or their money or their drug trade or something like that. This is where all of this is going to start cultivating and create like that world where, like you said, it could be realistic, or rather, you know, realistic examples of like examples that happen in the real world, you know, but like a little more to the extreme here. And then you throw in Cyberpunk, machine augmented badassery left and right, then you get the game that's going to be coming out later this year, which is going to be a winner. Can't wait.
And what exactly? I'm so excited because I mean, one thing I like about this and the stories, like CD Projekt Red doesn't cut corners, right? Like they're going to make the world as immersive as possible, and if that means including some things that could be controversial, like they don't care. Because it brings the immersion and the realism of the game, which I love. Like they don't cut corners. It's going to be freaking fantastic. I can't wait. But yeah, I mean, if anything, so we have 6th Street right now. You have Voodoo up there, Animals, Maelstrom, Moxes, Tiger Claw, which is this one right here. Valentino's, which I'm excited to see what that one's going to be like. Like, I wonder if they're going to be like lustful and stuff like that. Might
Yeah,
be
I was gonna
kinda
say
cool.
they only just like announced the names. They didn't say anything particular in detail about
I don't think so.
the gangs. Okay, might have to do some potential digging
Yeah,
on
I
that.
don't think so. I can definitely look more into that. But what else was there? Valentino's. Oh, and then Voodoo, like I said.
And then Voodoo, yeah,
So those are the
the 7.
Voodoo Boys. The 7. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So I think if anything, it just this kind of like one reason I get excited for this was because this speaks to the potential volume of this game, right? Like, so these will probably each of these factions will most likely have their own quest lines
Yes, exactly.
along with the main quest line.
Correct.
And then side quests, right? So like,
Yes,
that's insane to me.
that's the thing about it that like screams to me is the replay, for one, the replayability, because say once you go through a certain path with maybe some of these factions, like you can't go back. So that means by the time you finish the main quest and you're done at the end of the game, you can restart the game, but then go a different route with someone else, and then you're uncovering another side of the story. Exactly. There have been games in the past that have done that. That depending on the best ending you can get, that maybe you unite the factions, or you can completely destroy them all, or you want to take charge of all of them. You have all these different paths that it's right up CD Projekt Red's alley of choosing your path to go. It just makes sense that they would introduce this into the game. So pretty interested in that, and also rewards too, because there's gonna be things like, I guarantee there's gonna be things like someone's gonna have like weapons that you can only get through their factions that are like super OP, or armor or capabilities, maybe augmentations. Like they look like one of the.
I feel like there will definitely be like weapons and stuff dedicated to certain.
It looked like right off the rip, one of the factions was more about machinery or like alteration. The spider-looking one. Like imagine like maybe Maelstrom. Imagine they only have specific augments that like you can only have access once you go certain far with them, right? Like it's an easy way for them in game design to kind of have the players not only have that whole choosing of scenarios, but then what's the reward system, and then once again the replayability. They want you playing this as long as possible, keep it hot, so that way eventually if they drop DLC for it, you'll go out and buy it, expand the universe more.
Dude, I'm just even just hearing you talk about that. Maybe Valentino's has like a charisma thing, right? Or the Moxes have like a charisma thing, right? Oh my god, dude! Now I'm just getting more hype because this might take it to a whole nother level.
Probably, there we go. Gang social links. Burger just stated out in Twitch. Yeah, similar to that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna. There's no doubt about it that they will have those kinds of things incorporated in. So it's just further expanding. I like that. I know the game is like a fair distance away. I think September is now the estimated release date.
They did say September.
So they're gonna start. Yeah, thank you. Persona is where that came from. As soon as you said social links, I knew. I got you. Yeah, so I think they're going to be releasing some more content pieces on the way just to keep it hot, so that way no one's forgetting that Final Fantasy's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, you were saying
getting that?
Oh yeah. I'm preloading it today. It's 100 gigs.
Do you think I should get it? I was
Go
like
for
ready
it.
to.
Dude, this is one of the most anticipated and asked about games for the last like 10, 15 years, whatever, to be remade, redone. Well, not 10, 15 years. Okay, since PlayStation 3 did their demo reel back in like what, 2005?
I guess. Oh.
Now I have to finalize that. Final Fantasy 7 PS3
like sweating,
demo.
So hyped.
Yeah, right. The PS3 demo was the technical demo. Excuse me. The technical demo happened E3 May 16, 2005. Since 2005, people have been clamoring for like, when is this game going to happen? When is it coming out? Square Enix, you made it. Oh, they're making it because they made the demo. If they made the demo, why wouldn't they just make the game? Dude, it took 15 years later since that tech demo for this to drop. It's insane. So yes, you should play it.
And yet people are like gonna hop all over it. I think I might, because remember when I told you I want to try games that other people have loved, and I'm loving Final Fantasy 14, so maybe I'll like this.
Absolutely.
So.
As a matter of fact, you can get a mount in Final Fantasy 14 that's from Advent Children, the bike and stuff. Like, I don't know if you knew, you can get Cloud's outfit in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case.
There you go.
No, I mean, I'm excited. Maybe I will download it today. figure
should.
it out.
That's
yeah,
definitely what I'm doing. So you know what I'm going to be talking about on Tuesday.
Yeah, baby. Maybe I'll talk about it too. We'll see. I don't know. Boobity bop, buddy. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm really excited for I'm diving into a whole new world is like super exciting to me. Like I'm just baby. I
Yeah,
have all this
can't wait
time,
for it.
so.
Absolutely. But what we don't have time left for is the rest of this show.
We have 5 minutes.
Yeah, hey, we got it. But it looks like I saw a bunch of ones in chat, so we'll definitely assess this and see if we can maybe extend this on in the foregoing future.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for hanging out. Loading is complete. You guys that have started your day, thank you for queuing up with us this morning. I hope we've helped you guys out. Keep the hype going. Hope you're excited for Final Fantasy VII. I know we are. Hope you're playing Valorant.
You guys,
I know
free to share
I am.
If you guys are enjoying the podcast, feel free to share it with your friends and every Tuesday and Thursday morning, guys.
Absolutely. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to follow us on Twitter. Of course, you can see our tags right here. But make sure to follow Nursery Gamers at Nursery Gamers on Twitter as well. They also post when we go live, so you will get a notification as soon as we go up. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the Final Fantasy VII going on tomorrow. I know I'm going to be talking a lot about it on Tuesday, so just go nuts, especially if you're playing Valorant as well. Get your grind on. I'll be out there. And we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe.
Yeah, and
wash your
again,
hands.
shout out to yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your
shout
hands.
out to Zip Chair for. I mean, I was actually pleasantly surprised with this chair. It's actually very comfy, comparable to my DX Racer.
Maybe.
And then obviously shout out to Mike and Ix as well for helping make this all happen. So.
Absolutely. Maybe I'll get myself one of those chairs down the line. We'll see what goes on there. But until then, see you guys next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Catch you guys later.
Dilly dilly, everybody.